You study for hours. You feel confident. You know the material. Then 3 days later, gone. Complete blank. It's like your brain is a leaky bucket. Everything you pour in just drains out. And the worst part? You blame yourself. But here's the truth. Your brain isn't broken. You're just fighting against how it's designed to work. Your brain is lazy. It's actually efficient. When you learn something once, your brain says, "Okay, I'll keep this for a few days, but if you don't use it again, I'm deleting it." This is called the forgetting curve. A German scientist discovered it over 100 years ago. You forget 50% of what you learn within 24 hours. You forget 70% within a week. You forget 90% within a month, unless you do something about it. But here's the good news. You can hack this. You can make your brain hold on to information permanently. The number one reason you forget is simple. You review too late. Most students study something once, then they come back 3 weeks later expecting to remember. That doesn't work. Instead, do this. Review strategically spaced out. Review the material after 1 day. Your brain refreshes. Now it remembers longer. Review again after 3 days. Boom, even stronger. Review once more after a week. Now it's locked in. This isn't complicated. It's just timing. Apps like Anki do this automatically, or use a simple notebook. Write the date you learned something, then schedule review dates. This one change cuts forgetting by 80%. Here's what doesn't work. Rereading your notes again. Rereading feels productive. It feels familiar, but your brain doesn't actually encode it. What works is forcing your brain to retrieve information. Close the book. Try to remember what you remember. Then check. This friction, the struggle to remember, is what locks information in. Use flashcards, but don't just read them. Cover the answer, try to recall, then check. This is called active recall. It's 10 times more powerful than rereading. You're forgetting because you're memorizing instead of understanding. Memorized information disappears fast. Understanding sticks forever. Here's the difference. Memorizing. The capital of France is Paris. Understanding. Paris is France's capital because it's centrally located, has always been the power center, and controls the country's politics. See? Understanding gives context. Context gives memory anchors. So, before you memorize anything, ask, why is this true? How does it connect to what I already know? This takes 5 extra minutes but saves hours of reviewing. Your brain remembers better when information connects. Isolated facts are forgettable. Connected systems are unforgettable. When you learn something new, ask yourself, where does this fit? What does it relate to? Example, learning about photosynthesis. Connect it to breathing. Opposite process, energy, where it comes from. Plants, what depends on it. Now, photosynthesis isn't one random fact. It's a node in a web of knowledge. This web becomes your long-term memory. Here's something that changes everything. Your brain consolidates memories while you sleep. That means if you study right before bed, your brain locks it in while you sleep. But if you study then stay awake for hours, your brain never consolidates it. So, study important material before sleep. Your brain will literally cement it. Also, sleep 7 to 8 hours. Without proper sleep, new information doesn't stick no matter what you do. The best way to stop forgetting is to test yourself. Not because you need a grade, but because testing forces your brain to retrieve information. And every time you retrieve, the memory gets stronger. Take practice tests, make quiz questions, do mock exams. Treat testing as a study method, not an evaluation. Here's a simple system that actually works. Day 1, study new material. Day 2, review once. Active recall. Test yourself. Day 4, review again, shorter this time. Day 10, final review. That's it, 4 touch points across time. After that, the information is locked in your long-term memory. You won't forget it, even months later. Once you stop fighting your brain and start working with it, everything changes. You stop cramming because you don't need to. Information actually sticks. You remember it in exams without panic. You build real knowledge, not temporary memorization, and studying becomes way easier because you're doing it right. Pick one thing this week: spacing out reviews, or active recall, or connecting concepts. Just one. Do that consistently for 2 weeks. Watch how much less you forget. Your brain isn't broken. It just needed the right system. Which one is your biggest problem? Forgetting fast, rereading too much, or lack of sleep? Subscribe if you want to remember everything you study. Until then, study smart, not hard, and rise lazy.